Hi everyone, and welcome to episode 39 of Crystal T Knits. This is a knitting and crochet podcast. My name is Tara. I'm coming to you from White Plains, New York. If you're a new viewer, thank you so much for checking us out. If you're an old viewer, thank you so much for coming back. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe so you'll know when my new videos are coming out. And also you can follow me now at a new account with my friend Manda of Itty Bitty Delights. We started a Cozy Mystery account on Instagram. It's called the Crafty Cozy Mystery Chat. It got everything about cozy mysteries there. We have buddy reads. We do all our reviews. We didn't want to fill up our knitting accounts with cozy mysteries because a lot of people, if they weren't interested in it. So this is a whole new account. Go check it out. It's a lot of fun. And yeah, we're going to have lots of buddy reads. I'm very excited about that. And you can see all the books I've read. I think in August I read, I think it was 7 or 8 books. It was crazy. And the next month, I think I want to do more. I'm almost at my year goal. My year goal was at 52 books, I think it was. And I think I'm at 50 right now. So I have been really obsessed with books lately. So go check that out. And the other thing I'm, of course, obsessed with is knitting. And I've got so many socks to show you. It's obscene. I have been in sock camp this year. And right before sock camp, she had the Crazy Sock Lady who runs sock camp, which is basically a knit along that you knit all the socks for the whole month of June, July, and August. And right before that, for I think it was July and August, or maybe it was it June or May? Oh, it's one of the months. But I think either May or June, she did a get them off the whips count. And I did that one too because I had a lot of whips just languishing. So I got a lot of socks off there, and then I got sock camp socks. It's crazy what I'm going to show you right now. The first thing I'm going to show you is actually a collection I come out with. Right now, just the socks are on my Ravelry page. I will be releasing the rest of this shortly. But this is the Lavender Dream set. I worked with Signature Needle Arts and Artistic Lily Yarns. This is her Gotta Have Fingering base. It is Lavender Dreams, and Lavender and Lace is the main color. All these projects are the same colors. The only thing different is basically the needle size I used. So this is the sock. I'm not sure if I showed you this or not. But I figure I'm showing you the rest of the collection. I might as well show you the whole thing, you know? All right, so that's the socks. Now this is the cowl. I knit the cowl on US 3 3.25. I just love the detail in that. I mean, look at that. It's just so pretty, lace and cables. It's one of my favorite things to do. And I've been getting a lot better with the cabling. Because I remember it took me a long time, and now I seem to be doing it a lot faster, which I'm really excited. I love cables. I think they're gorgeous. Okay, so the next one is the mitts. The funny thing about mitts is I've got to knit more of them. I psych myself out with them because of the thumb. And really, it's just like a little mini heel that you don't have to close up. It's so simple to do this. This is just a big tube you do, and then you just do little increases over here, and then you just got to finish it off. I don't know why I don't knit more of these. Because when I'm knitting it, I'm like, oh, I love this. And then when I go like, oh, I got to knit a pair of knits. I don't want to knit them. So I've got to start knitting more, especially because I think I have maybe 2 or 3 that I have because I keep losing them. So it makes more sense that I start knitting more of this. And it's so easy, so fun, and so portable. Look at that. Just love it. Sorry, I'm obsessed with lace. You should know that by now. And then here's the other one. This is upside down. Right? Or is that one upside down? I don't know. I love it. I am so excited to wear this winter. You have no idea. I need like a gray or a purple coat to go with this. Yes, I'm going to match my whole wardrobe to the set because I just loved this yarn so much. And I'm so upset she's not dying anymore because I wanted to make a love note in this yarn. On the upside, I found a nice lavender from Sweet Sparrow Yarns. I've got to save money for it to get. I really just want to knit a love note. But look how pretty that is. This is on her DK base, the hat. And again, it's the Lavender Dream set. And I used a size 7. No, for the brim, or the ribbing, I used a size US 3 3.25. And the main hat, I used a US 7 4.5 millimeter. I have a really small head. It's crazy. In fact, I have another hat that I have to take apart because this came out too big on me, and it's killing me because the hat's so pretty and I hate to rip it apart, but I'm not going to wear it. This fits me perfectly because of all the cabling. It makes it tighter. So I just love it. Maybe, can I put it on right now? Yeah. See this? Oh, God. Oh, I can't wait to wear this. It's so warm too, the DK. But it's so cute. I love it. It's not just because I knit. I just love lace and cables together. All right. The next thing I'm going to show you is another sock that has been languishing in my whip pile since 2017. It's actually one of my first patterns I've ever designed. It is the Elsa Socks. And I actually have to do a revamp on the format and everything on this soon. But look how pretty that is. Again, all my socks and my mitts are knit on US 1 2.25 millimeters. So I don't have to keep repeating myself. Basically why this has been sitting in my whip pile was I knit one sock. And then the rest of this yarn, which is called Icy Blue from Sweet Sparrow Yarns, her Magpie base, was supposed to be part of a Birds of a Feather shawl. And I had some pretty mohair to go with it. But when I was knitting it, I just didn't feel it. So I was like, okay, I'm just going to finish the sock. And then I just sat there for like a couple of years. Because I just didn't, I don't know. No, I think it took me a couple of years to decide to knit Birds of the Feather. And then once I decided not to knit, then it was another like year or so before I finished this. So I'm glad I finally got this off the needle so I can wear them. They're so pretty. And the contrasting color is Anzula Au Naturel on their, oh God, what base was it? I don't remember what the base, Nebula base. That's what it was, Nebula base. You can see it's so light, that blue. Actually, I think if I remember correctly, Julie made it for me because I said originally, I originally wanted a really, really pastel blue, which I'm glad I did. It worked out great with this. And in fact, when I first took the picture of the one sock, it was an ice storm, so it looked so pretty against the ice on the bush. So that's one whip done. This is crazy. Then this one's really funny. I started this in September of last year, and I wanted to release this, and I was like, oh, I'm going to wait till next fall to release it because I didn't finish it in the fall, and this was like the perfect Halloween autumn colorway. And it is also Artistic Lily, her black flame candle sock set, and this will be releasing in, I think I'm going to do September 28th, right before Hocus Pocus 2 comes out, because it's called the Black Flame Socks. So it's Hocus Pocus inspired. A simple cable and lace design. And I alternated the colors of the cuff, heel, and toe. This was a lot of fun to knit, and I'm such a ditz. I knit this, I finished it, and I thought I already had test knitters for it, and I didn't. And I had to go scrambling for test knitters. So I really wanted to release this, and I got them. And thank you so much for test knitting, anyone that's doing it, and doing it with such short notice for me. But I'm so excited to release these in time for Hocus Pocus. So pretty. Serious, I just love lace and cables together. I need to knit more of that. All right, this next one is a fun one. I've already knit a pair of these socks for Nikki. I think I just did plain vanilla in this colorway. This is Felici Yarns on Knit Picks, the Punch Buggy colorway. I need more sock blockers because I knit too many socks to only have one sock blocker. And it's my Sophia pattern. I love how it looks on self-striping yarn. So that, and this is Stroll. I don't remember the colorway but this is from Stroll. They work so perfectly together. And I have to knit one more sock for adjusting, so we wanted matching socks. I think I'll probably just end up doing vanilla or just a simple cable on his. Maybe I'll do the Vineyard Vine sock set. I mean the pattern. I don't know. We'll see. But I love this pattern. It's so rainbow. And my son Nicky loves rainbows, so he's been wearing these socks a lot. All right. And okay, so that was it that I knit for before sock camp. So those were whips that I finished. Now these I finished for sock camp. I just released this pattern. It's part of the Golden Girls sock collection. It is the Dorthy Socks. So Rose and Sophia already out, and now Dorothy just came out. So am I getting it? Oh, twisting it too much, right? Yeah, go like that way. So it's a simple, textured, fun, easy to read pattern. After you knit the first repeat, you can easily just keep knitting. It's basically like a vanilla sock for you, but with a little bit of texture in there to keep you interested. So, and then this is on Sweet Tea Yarns, the Shark Week colorway. So, I thought this was the perfect colorway for Dorothy. She always wore a lot of blues and grays. So, it was just screamed to me Dorothy. And the reason why I did texture for her was because she's so serious and no nonsense, and texture is just straightforward, right out there seriousness. So, I just love knitting this pattern. I definitely see more of these in my future. And the Sophia socks, I've already knit 3 of them, I think. Is it 3? Maybe even 4 pairs of that. I'm definitely thinking the Golden Girls collection is my favorite socks to knit. Then I finished my Rose Garden socks. Yes, I am finally coming out with the rest of the Rose Garden collection. So this is Sweet Sparrow Yarns. Turkish Delight is the main color. Alma is the middle. I want to say Wood Fire is the whitish one. And something Fox is this one. I have to find out. But I'm going to knit more in these colorways for the mitts and the shawl. So I will have it for the next episode. And I will put them in my show notes, what they are. And my project page on Ravelry. They're going to be on there. I have to find out what the colorways are. I lost the tickets. My kids keep taking my tickets, and it drives me nuts. So I don't remember what anything is. Yeah, I think this is Wood Stove or something like that. Something with Fox. But it's a fun, scrappy pattern. It uses 3 minis and 1 main color. Here's the other sock. I love scrappy projects. And on my last sock, so those 3 were for sock camp. And then this is for a non-pattern of mine. Amazing, right? Actually knit someone else's pattern. I try to knit at least one crazy sock lady pattern every sock camp. So this is Rhinebeck Roomies in Kim Cozy Creations colorway, the Crazy Sock Lady. I love this colorway. It is so pretty. The pink going with this purple is gorgeous. It just screams me. I just love these colors so much. And it's beautiful for fall, especially this like raspberry color. It's going to be so much fun to wear. I also knit 2 other pairs of socks. One is for Signature. They still have the sample of it. It's called Rhythm and Motion. I have released it on my Ravelry page. So that's a colorwork sock. It was like a purple with sort of like zigzags of sea mist and gray. And then I have one more sock that I released. I'm going to show you it on here because it's actually in the sock box for sock crate this month for September. So you can order it right now. I'm going to tell you some info too for, my picture I think showed more detail than the picture they did of the actual, when I was knitting, I got a really good picture of the detail. I'll show you their picture and I'll show you mine. But this shows what the actual pattern is. Yeah, so you can see the pattern on there. It was basically supposed to be a Western motif themed sock. So I basically found some Western patterns and I was able to transfer it to a knitted pattern. It took a little doing trying to make it pop more as opposed to just doing all pearls to make it. I did a little bit of fiddling with it and that's how I got it. But you see this in a lot of Western blankets, a lot of their rugs and everything out on the range. And in fact, the socks are called Out on the Range. And here is their picture of it. So you can't really see the detail, unfortunately. But I'm going to tell you what they have for here. If you go on my Instagram, the affiliate link, and also there's a link down below, hit that. Knit Crate has given me a coupon for you to use. 40% off the first month of any of their subscription crates for new subscribers, and a one-time off 20% off in the Knit Crate shop. New subscribers will receive another 40% off coupon in 3 months if you continue your subscription towards your 4th month. The coupon is Crystal T. So that will be down below. You can link it. You can get all this thing. What's really interesting about this sock box, which I was just like, when they told me, I couldn't believe it. There is camel in the yarn. I'm not kidding. Camel. It was so incredibly soft. Like, I would never have thought camel would have been soft. You know, and it's a sport weight sock, so it's very different than any most other people. Because usually they do DK and they do fingerling. No one really does sport weight socks. So it's definitely a different pattern, different type of yarn for you to try out when you make socks. And I just couldn't believe it had camel. It was so, so soft. I loved knitting with it. So I would say just try it out this month, because when are you going to get camel in your yarn? I mean, seriously, it was amazing. And I will also show you the sock crate box for last year. I mean, not last month. So this is the box. It usually comes with one of these things. So I said this month is going to be Western. Last month it was Glass Future, right? Yeah. So it comes with that, and then it has the different yarns. So I think there's a sock box, which this one is, and then there's a knit and crochet box, which they would come with 2 skeins of yarn. So I think these are for the knit and crochet, and this was the sock one. So it came with this gorgeous yellow, and it is called Ondine Wools, and this colorway is Diego, I guess. But it's a gorgeous yellow. I don't know what I'm going to do with it. I don't know if I want to knit socks with this, maybe a shawl or a cowl. It's so pretty. I've been really warming up to yellow lately. Like, I've just knitting a lot of things with yellow. And then I got this little scissor, which you can never have too many scissors. I just love the little flowers on there. So basically you get 1 skein of yarn, and then you get a little extra with every sock crate. I've gotten a water bottle from them, which was really cute. My kids took it. I'm really mad because it was pink. Why do boys need pink water bottle? No, it should be mine. But they took it. And then another time it was a notions keeper, a little pouch for that. And then I had a notions in another box. But it's a lot of fun getting these. And as I said, September, you can get camel in your yarn, and it's sport weight, which is really interesting to me. So go try it out. It is awesome. I enjoy getting this every month. Now, my other FOs is this shawl that I just finished. It's for Signature Needle Arts again. It's with all-in yarns, and it's really interesting because all-in means beautiful in Irish. Because I was asking, how do you pronounce them? And she told me, I was like, I love that. It's such a pretty name. And this is in her, what do you call it? Sorry, I want to make sure I get the bases right. My kids broke my tablet, so I am now on the computer trying to do this. This is going to be fun. Oh, it's Worn Suitcase Base. So this colorway is Lady Slippers, and this is Wild Berries. It's a simple textured shawl. This is not blocked yet. I have to block it. My kids like wrecked the house on me after I cleaned it. Like, I moved all the furniture and cleaned underneath everything, and then they wrecked the house. And I have to clean again. I'm furious. And that's why I haven't blocked this yet. But I loved knitting this. I especially loved the mosaic over here. It was so much fun to do. And again, this is unblocked, so it's a little shawlet it's going to be. So it's going to spread out a lot. So I'm going to say it's going to go down to here once it spreads out. So can't wait to see what it looks like when it's done. I have this extra things. I wasn't sure if I liked where I did the binding, but I decided I do like it. And it will stay down once it is blocked. Now, my last FO, y'all are going to be in complete shock on this one because I am in shock. I did a cowl for my friends Kim and Jonna of Knit with Kim and Jonna on they have a YouTube channel. Go check them out. But they had a cowl going on, And it was knit any kind of sweater, anything you want for this thing. I knit a Ranuculus, and I think I did it in 2 months. I can't believe I knit a sweater in 2 months. Yes, it was short sleeve, but I am so happy. I love this sweater so much. I would be wearing this right now if it wasn't so hot out. But this is a sport weight yarn. It's Knit Picks Galileo in their comfy colorway. Unfortunately, is discontinued. I am so upset they discontinued this color because look how beautiful it is. It is my color. It is gorgeous. It devastates me they discontinued this colorway. And they did come out with a lot of nice ones now in the Galileo. A lot of their colorways were really moody, and they were just not my cup of tea. But this one I fell in love with, and I bought this years ago. I'm going to say 2000. Whenever I did my, what was it? My Waiting for Rain shawl, I bought the Luna and whatever their navy was. I bought those. I think it was Gem and Luna. Those were the 2 colorways. I did that one in. And then I bought some comfy because I was debating on making it with this, with the navy. And I decided to go with the green. But now I'm so glad I did because now I have a sweater out of this. And I was a little touch and go when I started casting this on. I was very nervous because I wasn't sure if I was going to have enough. I had only 5 skeins, and it said, you can't get this anymore. I had enough. I just made it. I could not make long sleeves. I will knit this pattern again. And the designer for this one is, let me see. Of course, I'm not going to find it because that would be too easy for me to do. Oh, there it is. Midori Hirose. Midori Hirose. So I used the US 8 5mm for the neck. I do my ribbing really, really big. I've had some sweaters where it just is all stressed out. And they said when they did the ribbing, she had like this whole way of casting it on. And my brain was just not going there. I was like, I'm just doing a plain ordinary ribbing. I'm casting on the way I always cast on. Then I will do the increases the way I know how to increase. Because it was just not going. And I did the larger neckline because I thought the small was way too tight. And again, I think she said just go down 1 needle. Or she even said just use the 10, which is what you use for the body. So US 10 6mm. So I was just like, yeah, that's not going to happen. Because I've had my last 2 sweaters I knit, the neckline was like down to here. They were cardigans, but it was just so large. I did not like it. I had to do a crochet chain on the back of the neck to try to make it tighter. It did not work in my floozy. In my Anchors cardigan, though, oh my God, it helped so much. It fits me perfectly now. I will show you in another episode what it looks like on, because do a crochet chain right here. I think, you know what I might have done? When I did it for the floozy, I did it down here at the bottom. And for the Anchors, I did it at the top. Maybe I got to do a second crochet chain for the floozy at the top to try to make it tighter. I don't know. This one, I did not need to do it. But again, I went down 2 needle sizes and I tried to knit really tight when I was doing it. And the neckline is like perfect on me on this. I just can't believe it. It's very loose because you're using a US 10. And I did short sleeves. I was terrified I was not going to have enough yarn. And basically what I did was when I got to my last skein of yarn, because I knew I was just going to do short sleeves, I did not hook onto the bottom. I decided to knit the sleeves first. So I knit them, and I think I did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, wait. Is that right? Oh, here's how I can tell. Sorry. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I did 12 rows of stockinette for the sleeve. And then I did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 rows of ribbing. And that's what I did for the sleeves. And then whatever yarn I had left over, I just went and finished this off with it. And I went until I could possibly go no more. And it is so pretty. I'm so glad I did this. I originally was going to put some navy yarn in it too, because I was so scared I wasn't going to have enough yarn. And I was going to do the ribbing in the mauve and then go from here to basically do the whole yoke in the navy and the rest of it in mauve. I am so glad I didn't do it. I started doing it and I'm just like, I don't like this. It was just not working for me. So I ended up ripping the whole thing out and redoing it, and it is gorgeous. It is, look at that. And it fits me perfectly. I am terrified to knit regular sweaters. I'm scared they're not going to fit me perfectly. And this one fits perfectly. So I'm very excited. I definitely see a long sleeve sweater in my future. This one's sport weight yarn, so I think I'm going to go with DK weight yarn. The pattern calls for fingerling and mohair together. I'm not sure if I like mohair. And I know from my love note, I'm gonna try doing because it's the same thing. They want size 10 needles on that one as well. And fingerling with mohair. But I think I'm gonna do like a silky singles with it instead of the mohair, because someone told me it does give the halo effect still. So I'm going to try doing that with that one, and then I see. But I am using mohair, and give me 1 minute, my throat. Oh, this is Plum Deluxe. They're Life's a Peach Oolong. I got it for a part of the Tea of the Month Club. I don't know if they still have this one. I hope they do, because I want to buy a pound of it. Because when they do Tea of the Month, it's just there for a couple months and then it's gone. And only people for part of the club can get it. So I love this. And look how pretty the color is. Isn't that gorgeous? Love beautiful color tea. It's so good. And it's not... I think I like oolongs a lot. They have a nicer taste to them than the regular black tea, I think. It's not as strong. And it's better for you. It's not as good as green tea. I think green tea is the best. Green and white tea is supposed to be the best. Well, white tea is supposed to be good for your skin. And green tea is supposed to be good for you overall, for your body. But I think oolong's good for you. I know it's supposed to help. What was it supposed to help? I don't know. It's just really good for you, I know. Better than black tea. But it doesn't have as a bitter taste as black tea. So I do enjoy it. I got really excited that they had peach mixed with this one. And it's also apple peaches and pineapple, which I love pineapple. So I want to see if I can get this. I'm also an affiliate to Plum Deluxe. So you can hit the link over there and go try some teas. They have a great Darjeeling. And I like the Oregon Breakfast a lot. I love that one. That's my main tea I drink all the time. Also the Breakfast in Bed, which is amazing. But, yeah, so the next thing I want to show you, if I can find it. Oh, here you go. I am trying mohair, people. I am. This is in my fringe supply bag. I saw this. It is not something I would normally knit, let me tell you. But I did fall in love with it because it has lace in it. And I really liked the way that the lace worked with the plain stockinette, and then the colors she used. This is from Joji Locatelli, the lace and boxy sweater. I'm a little nervous about this one because of what I'm attempting to do. Because I don't want it to be so ginormous on me because I'm already heavy. So I feel like if I do it the 14 inches positive ease, it's going to be a tent on me. And I just don't... I'm playing with it. So I will tell you what I'm about to do. But what made me do this was Moonglow Yarns, Whitney. She came up with this. Oh my God, this colorway. Why did you do this to me, Whitney? Every colorway she comes out with, she does these beautiful sets. I don't know if you've ever seen Moonglow Yarn. They're gorgeous. This is her logo. It's crazy the sets she has. Every single one she comes out with, I want for the socks. And then she came out with this for the lace and boxy sweater. Just two of them. One is April Showers, and this one was the Rose, I think the Desert Rose collection, I think it was. Let me just make sure. I changed it a little because you know me, I'm weird with colors. Where are you? There it is. Yeah, it was the Desert Rose kit. So when I saw this, oh my God, people. Does that scream me? I fell in love. I love the color rose. I really do. Mauve and rose are like my favorite colors. And this one especially, the middle one right here. I love that colorway. And when she made this, I fell in love with it. The other color she had in the set was white. I'm not a fan of white because I used to wear white and black every day for 13 years in Bloomingdale's. And I have a real problem with white because I feel like if you're going to spill something, it's going to spill on you when you're wearing white. It is like just, I very, very rarely will wear a completely white thing. So I didn't want the white with this. So then I was like, can you do a whitish pink? And then I was afraid it was going to be too pinkish. And then she was saying she was going to make a darker pink go with it, maybe make this the main color. And then I came upon an idea. A crazy, crazy idea for me. Because I'm not a brown person either. But this colorway, it's called Burnt Hollow. She had it in her sock set. I think it was the Haunted Cemetery sock set, which is out now because of Halloween. I got this last year. There's something about this brown. You can see it's got like a pinkish tint to it somehow. I don't know how she does this, but I love this. And when you see it up against the roses, it just goes so well. So then I was like, you know what? Can you put that with it? And I was a little nervous. I was like, am I out of my mind for doing this? I never wear anything brown. I don't know if this is a good idea because last year when I did the Stephen West knit along, the color palette I had brown, and the brown was driving me crazy in that particular thing with the colors. I was like, I don't know about this. I am so glad I picked this. I am in love with this. I think it just goes so well with the pinks. It's absolutely glorious. Look at this. Look how pretty this is. I can't wait to wear this. This is going to be like the perfect fall garment. I am knitting this so fast. I'm actually started a knit club with some girls my own age, which I'm really excited about because I found some girls that knit around me and I was just like, oh my God, finally people that knit. So we're going to get together. I'm going to try to get through the next late section. So then all I have to do is knit stockinette when we meet up. But this is just making my heart sing right now. All I want to do is knit on this. I really did. And I'm playing with this because, as I said, I'm out of my bloody mind. All right. So I should be knitting the 4th size according to the sizing. That's what I should be knitting. What am I knitting? I'm knitting the 2nd size. So I went down 2 sizes. I technically wanted to maybe go down to the smallest size, but I'm like, I don't know. Because I know someone that's knitting at the small, and she's very thin. You know, the size I'm knitting right now, I was like, I don't know if this is a good idea. But I cast on the stitches for the 2nd smallest size. It still says it's going to be 50 inches. I don't know. So we will find out. But then what I did was, for lengthwise, so once I cast on that stitches, then over here, I knit, when we just hit the stockinette area, I knit the largest size to make it longer. Because it's a cropped shirt too, so I do want it longer. Then over here, when I go to this part, I'm going to be knitting my size. I think it's 2.5 or 3 inches. I'm going to see how long each color section is. And I'm going to knit that. So I'm taking 3 different sizes, mixing them together. Pray it fits me, everyone. I don't know if I'm going to do this. But I was a little nervous about the arm. That's why I did up here the largest size, because my arms are very big. And I know this whole thing's going to be big, but where the arm meets, I was a little nervous. And again, because I knit the smaller size, it's only a difference of 10 stitches. So maybe it's like an inch difference in length for this, like from this side to that, like that. Maybe it's supposed to go like up to here maybe. But I was a little nervous of my arm fitting in. But once I connected, I tried it on and it fit my arm. So I think I'm good. I think I am. But this is what really interested me on it, was how beautiful that lace is next to the stockinette with the mohair. It's a pain to knit when you do that part. I have to say that. If this was in just regular fingerling weight, it would have been bing, bang, boom. Because it's mohair, I need to put glasses on to see it because it's so thin. It's ridiculous. And I forgot what happened. Oh, sleeve salvage. That's what it was. She says, measure your sleeve salvage. A lot of people didn't know this. I was included. Sleeve salvage is at the end of the sweater, where you're going to connect the sleeve. She kept saying it was the cast on area. So I was originally doing it from over here. I was measuring where I first cast on before you did the wrap and turns. It did not work that way. So then I had to take it out. When I did that, the mohair got all clumpy and everything. I was having a nervous breakdown, but I was able to get it in. But basically, this is where you measure the sleeve salvage. And I did that one, I think, 3 inches from the stock. Once I stopped doing the wrap and turns, 3 inches, I did the stockinette to make it a longer sleeve for me. I think I'm going to be good. It fits me like this, so when I block, it should be good. A little nervous about mohair, because mohair I don't think stretches, but I do have to say it's really nice and silky, her mohair, as opposed to other mohairs. So I'm hoping it doesn't bother me, but the good thing is it's only a little areas where you have it. I think you have like 4 of these little lace sections. No, is there 5 maybe? I don't know, 5 or 4 you have of this. So this could be a good testing out to see if I like mohair in a sweater. This is only a little bit, and then maybe I'll have enough guts to try to knit a sweater with fingerling and mohair mixed together. I didn't want to do a whole sweater like that because I was scared of it being just too itchy, but this is really soft. I have to say that. So we will see. And other than not seeing it, it's not bad to knit with mohair. You don't want to make a mistake because that's a pain. But other than that, I've been doing good. I am using the needles that they suggested, a US 4 3.5 millimeter. And I'm using Signature Needle Arts when I'm knitting it, which I love their needles. That's another reason why I feel like they're flying off the needles for me. Whenever I knit with their needles, it just goes so fast. So I am really excited about this. I want to say I want to make this my Rhinebeck sweater. I don't know if I'm gonna, because I'm not a sweater knitter, which obviously you all know if you've been watching, because it takes me forever to knit a sweater, which my next one I will show you. I'm still on the needles, but like a cloud. Again, that's by Hohi Locatelli, which I will show you now. Good segue. But keep your fingers crossed I make this for Rhinebeck. And I am going this year. I think I'm going. I always say I can't make definite plans because something will happen and I won't go. So, this is... Sorry, my throat's bothering me a little bit. But my Like a Cloud has outgrew quite a few sweater bags on me. So I purchased this from Jolie Co., which is Hohi Locatelli's bag company. This thing is ginormous. This is now my sweater bag. I'm very excited, but I want to get another one because this fits a lot in here. Look how much. Look at this. Especially with Knit Picks yarns because they come in those little cakes. This is like perfect. And a lot of times when I'm putting the sweater out of a smaller sweater bag, I'm always terrified of pulling it off the needles. Even though I've got the needle stoppers on here, I'm terrified. And I'm so excited to use needle stoppers now because my son is not going after them. He'll look at them and he'll put them back though. So I can finally use them. But this is my Like a Cloud. I am still knitting on this. Am I ever going to finish it? I ask you. I think I've been doing this since January maybe. It's been 8 months. It's a beautiful sweater. It's just, I got to be in the mood to do it because it's all texture. So it's I can't wait till this blocks out. It's going to be gorgeous. Wait, is this it's inside out. Wait, sorry. Yeah, no, wait, is it? Yeah, this is right. This is right. This is right here. Okay, so I am using Knit Packs Twill Fingerling in the Rose Water Heather. You know me and my mauve. Love it. And I am, again, using US 4 3.4 millimeter. I'm using Knit Picks needles. The Majestic ones, I think they're called. Love these. The only problem I have with wood needles is eventually they get a little scratchy, but before they get that scratchiness, this is the click when you knit. I just love that little clicking sound from wood needles. But then it gets scratchy and I get annoyed. I've been actually using a nail file on it to polished it up, and it's been working. I don't have that scratching as much. But this is how far I got. So, oh, here we go. So, I think this was the last podcast. So I did all this. Oh, wait, no, all this. Then this was the last time I picked it up. I did that. And then this time I picked up, I did a whole 2 rows. I'm so sad. One day it will be off the needles. I think I just gotta do 4 more inches in the body and then the sleeves. But again, the sleeves are the texture too. I'm never going to finish this. And then I'm like, I want to make another one in Vine yarns and black pearl because I have 4 skeins of that. I'm out of my mind. I like to punish myself. I really do. Because they will never be done. But I think this is going to be the perfect sweater to wear. And what I love about this too is you don't do any pickup over here. That's the neckline. And it just, I think it's a little scrunchy neckline that you do. Because over here you don't have any room for the neck. They just made you just pick up the stitches. You just made an opening. So I think I'm going to like this a lot once it's done. I definitely going to love the colorway. The yarn is perfect. It's very me. And I can't wait for it to be done, but it's taking me forever. Craziness. And then in my head, I want to, if this boxy fits me, I want to knit a purple one. I want to knit a blue one. Because Moogle and Fibers, they had this gorgeous April Showers one that she had too. And I was looking like, I want that. And then I want purple and gray. I'm out of my mind. You know, it takes me forever to knit one sweater, and I'm going to knit one in every color. Why not? Well, that's me. But, yeah. So I have that one. Then the next thing I am knitting on is a cowl for Signature Needle Arts. Again, it's all in yarns. And basically, we had a little fun when I was designing. Well, I had a pattern. It's going to be coming out. It needs to be on DK yarn. It did not work in fingerling. And I couldn't understand why. It was driving me crazy. It needs to be a solid DK yarn to make it pop. Because it was a textured pattern. So originally I had the lady slipper. And then we're like, okay, let's make a 2-color skein yarn. But I have more yarn of this pink. So I was like, why don't I make a cowl? So I'm going to do a scrappy cowl now with the lady slipper. That's why you have so much of this colorway right now. So again, I got the Wild Berries. This is Celestial. Then I think this one's called Royale. What did she say? I think this was Slate she called it. Let me see. Sorry, I don't like using my computer on here. This takes too long. This is too much for me. Okay, Storm Cloud and Lakeshore. So it's basically going to be this nice little chevron with texture pattern. And I'm going to add the other 3 colors in. I just finished the Wild Berries. And, oh, Itty Bitty Delights made me this. Isn't that pretty? From Amanda. I love it. And, yeah. This will be off the needles very soon. And the pattern will be released soon too. It's already at testers, so I'm very excited about this. Oh, and I'm using Signature Needle Arts to knit this. And it is on a US 5 3.75 millimeter. I'm having so much fun knitting this. This is just one of those brainless knits that I just, just sit there going and just happy watching old movies with, which this month was Turner Movie Classics, The Summer of the Stars. Every August they do this. They do one whole day of actors, and I haven't been watching old movies in so long. So I stumbled upon Jane Powell, and that was it. I was hooked. So now I've watched all the Jane Powell, Gene Kelly, oh God, who was the one Myrna Loy. That was the one. I got into Thin Man movies again. Oh God, William Powell. And I've just been knitting on this while watching those movies. I am obsessed. And they are in my friend's bag from Katie Did Bags, which I love. I told her this is my favorite shape of a bag. I really have, this is just, it's not, flimsy. Like the ones I make the bags, they're very flimsy. I don't put any stiffening in it. I don't know what it's called. Interface, I think it's called. I don't put it in there. And I like this shape that's rectangular. And I like the way the strap is. I told her this is my favorite shape bag she makes. And I've been using this so much, this friend's bag. So in fact, I got another one. I'm just going to show you really quick. For Halloween, I saw this. I was like, I have to have it. Look at the moth flowers. It's got bats on it. It's this beautiful dark gray. I just love it. It makes the moth pop so much. It doesn't have anything in here. I actually have the yarn for the shawl. So this is what's going to be that original shawl pattern. Is in a nice DK weight yarn. And that is from, what is AJHC Wools. So that will be in the next podcast soon. But it fits 3 skeins of DK weight yarn in it now. But I fell in love with this bag. I had to have it. And she puts leather now on the bottom. And then the leather straps, which is cool. Okay. So that was it for that. Okay, the sock. This sock is hysterical because it should be done. It really should be. These are my camping trail socks. It flew off the needles, the first one. Basically, it is going to have, this is Peach Fizz by Sweet Sparrow Yarn. And then it's a self-striping yarn from Desert Vista Dye Works and their Viso base called Gradient Gorgeous. It is the perfect fall pattern. I probably will not be, well, I'm hoping to release it maybe in November. It was supposed to be released during the summer, and then I got distracted. Thank you, Curious Handmade Helen Stewart. Because I'm a psychopath, and I am in love with this peach. So, let me finish this, and I'll show you why I stopped knitting this, because I decided to use it for the MCAL for her. So, I stopped knitting it, because I used the yarn for that, and now I've started the cuff for this. And I have to finish this pattern so I can get this out to testers. But that's the cuff. And I am using Signature Needle Arts, the US 1 2.25 milliliter. Again, it's my usual thing. Oh, these. Is it in here? These are so cute. Look at this. Isn't that adorable? It's a little pearl. I think I have them in here. Do I have them in here? I don't know where I have her. I bought so many. Yes, no. Yes, I do. No, it's not it. Ah, dang it. I don't know where I have it. I kept moving it. Maybe it's in here, actually. Wait. Let me see if it's in this one. It's worth it. Trust me. Yes, there it is. Okay. Heidi and Lana. That's their logo. They don't come in this tin. I put it in this tin. I took the sticker off the wrapping. And then it's just all these pretty pearls. I bought quite a few of them because I keep losing my little stitch markers. So it's like a mauve one. It's so cute. I love these. And then she has it that you could go on a necklace. I'm not going to. So it's a necklace that it holds at the end. You could hold the little stitch markers. And then I actually won the bracelet when I was a couple of years ago, right before COVID. Kim and Jonna had a knit group at their house, and I went to it and I won this, and it was a bracelet. And I didn't realize who this was, but I fell in love with those little pearls. So recently, I don't know where I saw it, and I think it was probably on Instagram. I was like, oh my god, the pearl ones again. So I jumped at it. Oh god, sorry, I'm making a mess. Everything went flying. And I had to buy a few of these because, as I said, the ones I had the crystal disappear. I think I'm going to start making some too because I need a lot more stitch markers. I'm crazy. And I have my camping trails in my fortune cookie from Molly Klein Designs bag. But so now I'm finally finishing this. So hopefully that will be off the needles soon. But this is why I stopped knitting that. This is the Curious Handmade MCAL Miss May shawl. And it's in a bag I made. It's one of the first bags I ever made with the villains from Disney. Love them. Here's a nice Halloween bag. I've, again, changed bags so many times for the shawl because I had to use the bag I originally had. I figured it was better for the Rose Garden collection. I had so many yarns I need for the multiple projects. And then the other bag I didn't like, so I just moved it to that one now. But this is, is that the right side? Yeah. This is the, so this was, trying to remember. Okay. I'm going to say clue 3 was this. Clue 2 was this. And clue 1 was this. That's what I'm going to say it is. Now, one of the reasons why I stopped knitting it was I kept saying this peach will look gorgeous with this brown. All right, let me tell you colorways too. This is Mandy's Makings in her Wood Beams colorway. This was originally the yarn I had in my Stephen West cowl, which the colors were just like, for me, they didn't go. I didn't like them with that. It's a much more pastel-y yarn, yellow than that was in the original shawl I was knitting. So this is Rosine Bells, which is a legally owned colorway inspired by Sweet Sparrow Yarns, Alma again, and then Peach Fizz. That is what happened to the sock yarn. I hope I have enough yarn now to knit that sock. I think I will. Keep your fingers crossed. But oh, and this Curious Hand, Simply Serving, little bunny. I figured it was perfect for this shawl. So the next color is going to be this yellow. And I keep going back and forth. Do I want to change it to the brown or do I want to change it to the yellow? But I think I want to do the yellow. I think it'll look, oh, yeah, it looks good together. But now with the new Stephen West one, I am in debate on knitting the shawl. Because there's something about these 3 colors together. Again, I don't know what's going on with me in brown. All of a sudden, I'm liking it. Look how pretty those colors are together. Will I like a mystery shawl in these 3 colors? Doing these 2 as the main ones. They have 2 skeins of each for the main, and the main contrasting. And this is the pop of color. I know it's not bright, but they look really good together. But then again, do I want another shawl in the same exact colors? I mean, it's minus the yellow. But am I knit so close together? Do I really want those shawls? I mean, I know I'd put Alma in everything. I love this green. And this is my favorite peach. But do I really want to knit that right now? My other option I'm playing with, Moonglow Yarns, maybe do or maybe even Woolen Vine, if I could get lucky enough to get that, I don't know. But do a mauve with a dark gray or a medium gray. And I don't know what my pop of color is going to be. I was thinking that, because you know I'm going to wear that constantly if it's those 2 colors. That's a given. But the pop of color, that's for the mauve and the gray, that kind of throws me. I don't know what I would do for that. So I'm still in debate on that. But this, hopefully next time you see me, will be off the needles. That's the whole reason why I was being held up, because I didn't know if I wanted to do the yellow or the brown. But I don't even think I have enough of this brown, because I use this brown as part of a sock. I'm just like taking yarns from everything to knit stuff lately. I'm insane. So I don't know if I want to play a yarn trick. It's the big lace section, and then the brown would be like a little thing. Again, this MCal finished a while ago, so it's okay to talk about this. So I don't know what I'm doing. I think I might just do exactly the way she did. Do the yellow again, especially if I'm going to knit a shawl in just those 3 colors eventually. It's fine, but I got to try to see if Mandy Making's going to make this brown again, because these go great together, these 3. I mean, Moonglow Yarn has a nice brown too. That's brown sugar, I think it was. I didn't mind it. But I know this one goes really well, and it doesn't bother me, this brown. So, I don't know. I am loving this. I can't wait to finish this. Look at that lace. Oh my God. So many lace. Oh, I love lace. It's so pretty. It's so much fun to knit. And you just keep going with it. It's not, like, don't be intimidated by lace. You know, it's very easy to memorize. It's usually about like 7 or 8 stitch repeats usually. You just keep going. And it makes sense after a while. Like the first row, you may be struggling, but then after that, it just makes sense. Like, especially this one. I mean, this is perfect. You just go with it. It's, I can't wait to wear this. I really do. This is going to be a nice fall one. If I could finish this by Rhinebeck, that'd be awesome. Oh, and I'm using Signature Needles, US 5, 3.75 millimeter in 6-inch length with stiletto point. Yeah. I gotta finish this. This is ridiculous. Especially because I knit lace so fast. I don't know why this is still here. It's just, I think it was just because I was debating on the colors. I just gotta get this off the needles. I gotta bite the bullet and just finish. And speaking of biting the bullet, on finishing another one, because I am psychotic with these MCals. Stephen West. Last year's MCal. It is in my By the Bay bag. It is ginormous. I am using all, oh, sorry, my eye. Knit Picks colorways. Again, I used Mandy's making. They're just not my colors, and I ripped the whole thing out. I don't have anything. This is the Capretta colorway. I think there's cashmere in this. So we got, how am I going to do this? All right, the green is Sage Brush. Pink is Blush. The lilac is Lilac. The mauve is Magnolia Heather, which, by the way, I would love a sweater in that colorway. And the gray is something. Do I have it here? What is the gray? It's the only one I don't have. I'm so good with memorizing it. I don't even have it written here, so that is why I don't remember what the gray was. That's the gray. Maybe Moonstone. So, no, my family's back. All right, give me 1 minute, okay? Hi, everyone. So sorry about that. My kids came home, and they couldn't open the door, so they were calling for me to open it for them. But, so, again, it's my Stephen West shawl, and it was the Mystery Cal Shawlography. So it was from here to here was clue 1. From here to here was clue 2, and the other wedge section. Clue 2 took forever to knit. Then clue 3 is right here. And I am pretty much done with this. I just got to do the border. I don't know why it's taking me so. I think trying to figure out what order I wanted to knit the colors in. That's why it took me so long to finally finish it. But I am looking at finishing both these MCALs, hopefully this month, so I can start the new Stephen West MCAL. I'd be very happy if I could do that. And that is it with this one. So I have one more project to show you if my kids get too impatient. This is in my Molly Klein design bag. And it's Moonglow Fibers, the Mayflower sock set. And I'm just doing a little lacy kind of collage type thing for stripy socks. So there's going to be 4 other lace patterns on the bottom. And this is Simply Serving. And that is it. So that is all my knitting. And I just have to show you one more thing. So this month's buddy read for the Crafty Cozy Mystery Chat is going to be Death by Cashmere. It is a Kensington Press book, I think, right? Let me see. No, Odyssean Mystery. It's Odyssean Mystery. So we will be doing this as our buddy read. So again, join us at the Crafty Cozy Mystery Chat and Instagram. You can find us. It's a lot of fun. We have a lot of book reviews and everything. And don't forget to hit like and subscribe to this video. And I hope you guys all have a wonderful week getting back to school, because I know my kids are starting school. If you already started school, you know, hope everything went swell with that. No hiccups or anything. I'm excited about my son going to school, but I am going to miss him. I have to say that. And yeah, that's it. So again, hit like and subscribe. Have a wonderful time. Bye, everyone.